Already hearing the horns sound. That means we are on for finals day. Sage Erickson taking on Tyler Wright in beautiful conditions here in Southern California. The ocean is just sheet glass. When you look at previous history with Tyler and Sage, Wright undefeated over the surfer from the USA, including another one of Sage's semifinal performances. It was last year in France. So Sage looking for her first win in her history against Tyler. Their first meeting in a quarters in France as well. They've also met in Portugal in a huge matchup. We'll do semi 2 for the women. Gilmore, Van Dyke coming up next. Right into the Hurley Pro semifinals. We'll be making those rotations throughout finals day, as it looks like we're just moments away from our first ride of the morning. Tyler Wright gets in position, sets up the layback track. She'll recover and find the pocket. Quick little belt on the inside corner. So now things underway, and Sage holds priority.
So you'll see that the wave will be a little bit different. And right there was a prime example of that. Nice size wave, you know, right there at head high. But it tapers off really quickly, so she's really only able to get that one big turn, and then the wave is disappeared onto the rock. So just those two maneuvers, fairly quick. Going to be a reasonable score to get started, but she's warmed up. And now priority will shift to Sage Erickson, and this is an important priority shift for her, because knowing that Tyler did not produce a gigantic score here, this is a great opportunity to apply some pressure.
Nikki and Steph, again, you'd most probably have to go with the experience of Steph in that. In the men's, well, that's a real toss-up in that one. Geordie and Philippe. Geordie, even in these smaller conditions, has been one of the best surfers all week. Here goes Tyler on a second wave.
Thank you, Bart. And Tyler Wright looking to back up the 3-5 and just really get warmed up in this matchup. This wall is just running down the beach. Sets up a powerful hook off the top. Looking to finish. Little vertical whip, and she'll close that one out. And meanwhile, Sage Erickson opening up with a huge frontside hack off the top. Nice speed snap. Plenty open face down the line. The Californian rips one through. Quick jam through the lip. Forms out right in front of Tyler Wright and closes it out right in front of her friends and family that made the trek down the coast to watch this heavyweight matchup go down.
Put herself in perfect position. No real errors on the wave. She was very strong in her first two maneuvers. As you watch the replay here, beautiful hack, gets some release, comes around the corner, another snap. So a little bit of difference in turn choices. Again, nice and powerful, laying that rail, keeping it committed throughout the entire turn. And then the finish. So she finishes strong. Great wave choice. We'll take a look at Tyler Wright here. One of these waves that actually stretched out down the line. You know, not real strong on that first maneuver, and then had to chase to get down to an open face, which she really lays into that maneuver there. So that's the best scoring maneuver we see on this wave. And she finishes with the closeout as you watch.
Welcome back to finals day. Coming back in with live action. Tyler Wright teeing off the lower trestles right. Beautiful four-man rhythm and a lot of variety as she's looking for the big finishing move. A classic finish for Tyler, and we had a split of the peak. So Sage Erickson checked out the left and also finished. And we'll make those comparisons in just a moment. What a great time to come right back. A beautiful lower trestles peak.
Wow, look at that. 2-point difference between Tyler Wright and Sage Erickson. She did exactly what she needs to do. Let's take a look at this left. Nice head-high peak. Straight vertical approach for the first move. Nice strong carve. Sets up this inside track here. So important to back up your scores, especially against someone like Tyler Wright. Again, completed the ride all the way to the end. That's exactly, Sage is on a roll right now, so looking good. Take a look in contrast here. A little bit stronger maneuvers there from Tyler Wright on the outside. Carries a ton of speed. That's that speed, power, and flow, part of the criteria. But this little two-turn combo on the outside, very strong from Tyler Wright. Right when that top to bottom, no pumping down the line to chase the section. Judges love that when you can just do a nice snap right to the bottom, come back up and do it again. Again, that's part of the criteria. Combination of major maneuvers. She carried a ton of speed through those maneuvers, good flow. So Tyler Wright's kind of answering back with that wave. You know, switching back to the Hurley Pro, so we get this nice little blend of women's and men's as we take a look at the replay of this last wave for Sage Erickson, waiting on scores. So it was a split of the peak with Tyler Wright. And good surfing from Sage. You know, she was able to complete these moves. Nothing super radical, but she was trying to just make sure that she was going to back up her 8.17, which she has done. But then right on the same peak, very strong two-turn combo from Tyler Wright. She has answered to the excellent ride from Sage Erickson here. You're going to see all of a sudden she gets a little bit more pep. It really shows in her surfing how strong she is and how quick and easy she gets in and out of her transitions, and that's where the judges just can't help but reward it. Well, you think about Tyler Wright's year, been just filled with highlights and drama, and she is just resilient in creating some of the most exciting surfing we've seen competitively, as well as free surfing.
With priority, Tyler Wright will take off on this left to play defense against Sage Erickson. She's surfing with intent to prove her score line, but the biggest message was just to hold off Erickson. Inside running left, kind of cornering towards the beach. What are those waves like to surf out here, Lowers, Pete?
Those are actually, that was a great wave choice for as far as the lefts are concerned. It was stood up the entire way. So if you get those ones that kind of sit deep on the peak going that direction, which I mean is going to be to the left of your screen, so it hits shallow on the rocks the entire wave. It doesn't go off the bank and go into fat water. This one had nice strong wall all the way through. First connection there with that, with some speed. Second turn not as strong, or the third. So I don't think this is really going to change the score line, but I think the positivity she can take from that is that she did hold off Sage Erickson, because Sage doesn't need a gigantic score, only a 6.44.
And obviously if you're making it this far, you're taking out some big names. Sage had to get past former Rookie of the Year Joanne DeFay to make it here to finals day, but now Pete, she's running out of time.
Well, you can see the countdown. It's over. And again, that defensive move from Tyler Wright paid off.
Tyler Wright into her first final of her career at the Swatch Women's Pro. World #1 is feeling so comfortable in the Jeep yellow jersey, making good decisions, starting early, staying active, and turns in a 14.6 total to stay undefeated over Sage Erickson in her career.